Super Bowl all before turning 25 years young, which he will do next week. So, Acho, is Patrick Mahomes already an all-time great?
Yo, this is one of my favorite topics. And Marcellus, I'm coming out the gates swinging. I'm getting out these blocks hard. I'm about to answer this question, and in all honesty, I'm going to leave no rebuttal, although someone foolish may come on and try to rebuttal here in a matter of minutes. But I'm coming out the gate. Is Patrick Mahomes an all-time great?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Yes.
And he is because he has already accomplished things that only all-time greats have accomplished.
Listening.
Okay, let's go down the checklist.
Listening.
The first thing Patrick Mahomes has already accomplished that only all-time greats have accomplished, NFL MVP and Super Bowl MVP. You can take a look at the list as I begin to read off the names yourself. You see guys at quarterback, you got Mahomes, you got Rodgers, you got Brady, you got Warner, you got Elway, you got Young, you got Montana, you got Bradshaw, you got Starr. So if you look at that list, you're already looking at a list of all-time greats. But let's move further down the list because there are too many names there. I want to continue the elimination. Let's talk about quarterbacks that have thrown over 5,000 yards. Well, now if you look at quarterbacks that have thrown over 5,000 yards, you only see three names. You see Mahomes, you see Brady, and you see Manning. But you're going to say, Acho. You've only gone through two categories. Anybody can fall amongst a list of two categories. So let's move further down the list, Marcellus. One more notch, and let's talk about quarterbacks that have also thrown for 50 touchdowns in a season. And again, you see those three names, Mahomes, you see Brady, and you see Manning. So Mahomes, in his short period of time, we don't even have to talk about age. Let's just talk about what he's accomplished. He has already accomplished what only all-time greats have accomplished. Regular season MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Okay, let's move another notch. 5,000 yards, Manning, Brady, Mahomes. One more little notch, 50-plus touchdowns in one season, Manning, Brady, Mahomes. His name is amongst greatness. Patrick Mahomes, if his career were to end today, is already an all-time great.
Man, I'm glad I'm not Sam Acho, your brother. Hey, send me some of them ribs. I said, send me some of them ribs. Come downstairs, naked plate.
Get you some brisket then.
Bruh.
Get you some brisket.
You left nothing left.
I let you little something.
I mean, look, all right, he has the best record after 35 starts in NFL history, including postseason. Okay, you didn't say that one. Other than that, I echo everything you say because there's two ways to look at it. One is just his pure accomplishments. But let's be real and let's not be biased. There's some projections going forward. We're anticipating him to continue to be this version or better of Patrick Mahomes. But this is why there's no argument to this.
Talk to me.
Even if he drops from Tier 1A to Tier 1B, Tier 2A, whatever he drops in terms of injury or in terms of just slow play or, hey, maybe a defense or two has caught up to him, he's still on pace to be an all-time great. Man, when you are running as fast as you can and the other guy is jogging and he's right there with you, his name is Patrick Mahomes. But let's bring in our guy, Fox NFL analyst LeVar Arrington. So, LeVar.
Shaking the head already.
Oh, I knew it. Do you agree with us that Patrick Mahomes is already an all-time great? I don't
wait for this. I can't wait.
I'm going to look away for 2 seconds. Maybe I was closer to greatness than y'all, and that's why y'all have taken such a groupies approach to calling him great.
That's LeVar Arrington. I know.
He just called us groupies.
I totally disagree with the idea that he's already an all-time great. And here's why. I started thinking about it from a logical standpoint away from just football and sports. I thought about school. And when you go to school, you talk about grades 1 through 12, all right? If I was a great student during my grade school years, that would be awesome. I was okay student in middle school. I get to high school, I'm average. Where does it balance out to, right? Greatness is connected to longevity. If the kid got straight A's in grade school, straight A's in middle school, straight A's in high school, I would have no problem saying after 12 years of schooling that they're an all-time great student. But so far, right now, he's only done it for, what, 2 years?
2 years. Yeah, 2.
To take away the aspect of legendary and greatness, all-time greatness, that has to be achieved through longevity, guys. While I'll say he has been a great student in 1 or 2 years of schooling, he might have made the dean's list his freshman year, his sophomore year. we still got to see what he's going to do the rest of the way. When you talk about all-time greatness, you cannot base your judgment on a early achievement level. We have to be able to look at his total body of work before we make that decision. So I'm sorry, I'm going to have to respectfully disagree with you guys.
LeVar, I had to bite my tongue this whole time because, sir, you were wrong at the beginning. You were wrong in the middle, and you were wrong at the end. LeVar, I am going to ride, sir, with your schooling analogy because I love that analogy. I thought that analogy was wise. But here's the problem. LeVar, someone who is named salutatorian, or you know what, someone who is named valedictorian, they are not named valedictorian because of what they accomplished in second or third or fourth or fifth or sixth or seventh or eighth or ninth or 10th or 11th grade. They're named valedictorian because where they ranked in that class that year. So Patrick Mahomes, I don't care if you're going to sit here and try to argue that, oh, we need to see a greater body of work, because the NFL is the body of work. The highest level of football is the National Football League. The highest game in the National Football League is the Super Bowl. The highest accolade you can accomplish and achieve while playing is MVP, or if you want to take it a higher notch, Super Bowl MVP, because that is the greatest game. But the biggest point before I drop this mic and throw the oop to my big bro Marcellus is this, LeVar.
Hold up.
If you want to be cognizant of the fact that Patrick Mahomes hasn't played a long time and use his lack of games to undermine his accomplishment, you must also use his lack of games to build his resume. Remember, Patrick Mahomes hasn't lost a game by more than 7 points. No quarterback in the history of the NFL that has played significant snaps can make that argument. So, if you want to use Patrick Mahomes' youth to denigrate him, I think that's the right word, but I need to take some more vocabulary lessons. If you want to use Patrick Mahomes' age to knock him, you must also use his age to prop him up as it is deemed fit.
Well, I wasn't trying to diminish him, but go ahead, Marcellus. I'm sure you want to add to your alley-oop, which this is a weak alley-oop. It only
if it's so weak, swat it out the air.
He can't.
No. Let me see you go,
Okay,
LeVar.
well, come on, swat it out. You want me to swat it out of the air?
Matumbo it.
No.
It still comes back. You're trying to make it seem like it's a negative to say that I'm diminishing and downgrading what his accomplishments have been. I'll give you a personal idea of it. I went to 3 Pro Bowls with 3 different defensive coordinators with 3 different head coaches, right?
Yes.
I have overcome the odds in that sense to make it to the Pro Bowl. I don't look at myself as an all-time great because I made 3 Pro Bowls, right? Because the total body, 3 Pro Bowls as a starter. 3.
But you a number 2 pick. We saw some of that coming.
And the number 2 pick. But I'm not an all-time great because I was rewarded the number 2 pick before what I was able to do in college. I was not rewarded being the greatest, one of the greatest all-time greats for being a 3-time Pro Bowler at year 4 in my career. Year 4 in my career. 3 Pro Bowls out of 4 years.
At least you're making me work now, LeVar. That's a good argument. At least you're making me work.
All right, I'm just saying. We're not throwing out some names. There's some names. Y'all remember Sean Alexander? We're not throwing out all-time great because Sean Alexander was a league MVP and played in the Super Bowl, are we? Do we remember Matt Ryan? We're not throwing out all-time great to Matt Ryan because Matt Ryan played in the Super Bowl and got an MVP of the league, are we?